Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Let me talk to you. Today, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I haven't been this excited about The Walking Dead in a very, very, very long time. We got the couple spinoffs, Fear the Walking Dead, Dead City, and Daryl Dixon. None of those really resonated with me, especially the Daryl Dixon one. Now, I watched the Dead City and a little bit of the Fear the Walking Dead, but Dead City is the one that was probably the better out of the three, and I still didn't like that one. And watching that one, I thought I was going to get a little bit more outside of the box writing, when indeed all we got was just a cookie cutter story. And now I'm thinking, like, this can't get any worse until we watched Daryl Dixon. I think that one was the worst writing for a story within this universe in a very, very long time. They took a character in Daryl Dixon, a visceral character in Daryl Dixon, who had tremendous character growth throughout the show, and plopped him down into this world that we didn't care about. And moving to The Ones Who Live, hands down, my favorite since the original run of The Walking Dead. Not the complete series of The Walking Dead, but the writing in this show feels tight. It doesn't feel like there's any wasted scenes. Everything has a purpose. Every single act, every single scene, every single character is pushing the story forward in a way that it needs to be for a show that's only got 6 episodes. And again, in a show that has 6 episodes, the writing has to be very, very tight. And I feel like the other 3 spinoffs, with the exception of the Fear the Walking Dead, because that one's been running alongside The Walking Dead for quite some time now, but Dead City and Daryl Dixon, those 2 shows just really dropped the ball for me. Writing wise, story wise, the pacing in Dead City was a little bit better, but the Daryl Dixon one, I don't know what else to say about that one, but it's absolutely the worst that we've gotten. And here we are, Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I love the dynamic between Thorne and Rick. There's got to be some level of attraction, or some level of, not necessarily attraction, but some connection between them two. And it may just be one-sided from Thorne to Rick, but I don't know. With Rick's actions, in a sense of him trying to get Michonne out of there, maybe it's an underlying issue. And they kind of spoke about this in the show. And you look at Thorne's actions, she's really threatened by Michonne. Why? It's another level right now. This feels like a jealous lover that's been jaded. I don't know. We'll see. There's some gaps in between the story of Rick and Michonne meeting up and what happened throughout that time he was there. We've got some flashbacks. We've got some scenes that they showed us, but I feel like there's something else that's missing, and that we might get the payoff somewhere down the line. But like I said, this is only a 6 episode show, and the writing for this particular solid show has to be really good. Everything about this show feels like the original run of The Walking Dead. Everything. It has been much better than anything that we've gotten so far. I do want to see what the mystery behind the CRM is. And I do want to see how Judas plays out in this, in her role. And she's very dedicated, she's very driven, and she's on task. And is she, at the end of the day, going to thwart Rick and Michonne's plan to escape? We don't know. We're only getting 6 episodes. And I think this show is going to be very successful. And I know this is supposed to be a limited miniseries, but people have been clamoring for good Walking Dead stuff for a very, very long time. And now we're finally getting it. And if Dead City has got greenlit for season 2, even after episode 3, this one can't be shortly behind it. Just everything about it feels great. Everything about it feels like The Walking Dead. I was hooked from the very first episode, and I found myself just being excited how I was, and the tension that I had for some of the scenes in the first episode. It brought me back to when I started watching The Walking Dead the first time. And we don't have a lot of the variant zombies and things like that, the variant walkers that the other two shows try to push out. And I didn't really care about that. I mean, the dead was already scary enough. You know, they're endless horde of dead, and they just wanted to consume. That's it. We didn't need all these other variants. And yeah, at some point, people will probably experiment. And yes, that's what they showed in the show. But I mean, I really didn't care. The real threat in this particular world was always other people. And yeah, it's still the same, but it's not, you know, if that makes any sense. But dude, I love it. This has been some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time with The Walking Dead. 6 episodes. I don't know how it's gonna play out. There's a lot of stuff that I have questions about that I do hope that we get answers to somewhere down the line. But until then, man, my name's Lincoln. This has been an RPG Show. Like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell, and go watch this show. Really, really damn good. See you guys in the next one. Peace.